What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? What's up, family? And what's up, for friends? It's your boy Lowell, and I'm back again. I got to hit y'all with another video. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, I'd like to welcome you all back to another episode of Papa Lowe's Place. Now, y'all know that Papa Lowe's Place is a place where if it's on your mind, then let's talk about it. Family, if it's in the news and in the magazines, then I say let's talk about it. If mama and your daddy and your sisters, your brothers and your grandmama and everybody else, the pastor, talking about it, then I say we ought to be talking about it too. All right? Now, first and foremost, I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for clicking on and for watching this video. It means a lot to me and it means a lot to the channel as well. So for that, I salute you. All right, now before we get into the introduction of the video, I want to introduce my co-host today. Y'all know he needs no introduction, but I'm going to let him say a few words anyway. Brother, what you got?
What it do, what's happening, as Big John the comedian would say, what's happening, what's good with y'all today? Y'all know who it is. It's in the flesh, Mr. Hold It in the Row. Always hold it in the road. Again, as Big John would say, the comedian, what's happening, Lord? What's happening?
Ain't nothing, man. Ain't nothing. I can't call it. Can't call it. Yeah. Listen, y'all, in today's podcast, we have a video that is crazy. I mean, to me, it's crazy. To some, they might just see it as the thing to do. But for me, nah, this is crazy right here. You know, there is such a thing as a sugar daddy, right? Yeah, we get that. You know, there's such thing. You know, you got people that are willing to keep another person or keep a woman. So, you know, sugar daddy, you know, you give a little money here and there, hither and fro or whatever.
Make sure you keep that balance now. You got sugar daddy, but you also got sugar mamas out there too now.
Okay, yeah, you got sugar mamas.
Hey, gotta keep that balance now.
Okay, so yeah, like Mr. Hold It in the Road said, just like you got sugar daddies, you got sugar mamas. Okay, right? And you know, you're gonna have to maintain the lifestyle of the person that you're with. If you are the sugar daddy or you are the sugar mama, you're gonna have to maintain that particular lifestyle. And so, yeah, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, Papa Lowe, I would not be willing to do that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would not be willing to do that, to pay someone, you know, in order for them to chill with me, hang with me, you know, just, you know, no, I ain't doing that, man. I ain't doing that. I'm sorry, I ain't doing that. And, you know, I love my tokens just a little bit too much. And I'm not saying that I'm a lover of money, because anybody who knows me know I give freely. But what I'm saying is I'm not going to just let my money go like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. But in this video, I want y'all to pay close attention to what's going on in the dynamics of the video, all right? So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and hop right into it. We'll give some commentary sporadically throughout the video, and we'll also give some commentary on the end of the video. So without further ado, let's get started.
I would never date a man who wouldn't pay for my procedures. My first impression of Mike was that he's rich. I think we've spent over $150,000 on surgeries.
I plan on funding her surgeries until the list is checked off. So she's like my real live doll now.
So today, Sarah's coming over because she's concerned about Michael.
I don't like the fact that Michael agrees to fund all of Leslie's surgeries.
So did you have any concerns when Michael and I got together?
Well, it's a very unique relationship.
Oh, I see it. In a way, I'm an enabler for her.
Enabler, that's exactly what you're doing.
I see.
Hi, I'm Leslie Lux.
Hi, I'm Jay Michael.
I am 27 and I do spicy content, TikTok and Instagram.
I'm 52 and right now I'm taking care of Leslie Lux.
Michael funds all my plastic surgery and procedures. I would never date a man who wouldn't pay for my procedures.
So since I've known Leslie, she's got a certain look in mind and a goal to achieve, and I love goal achievers.
He's paid for all my procedures except one. So for my ribs, my butt implants, my 4 breast augmentations, and then my rhinoplasty.
Now I had to stop it right there, man. I had to stop it right there, family. What's a rhinoplasty?
If I'm not mistaken, rhinoplasty is when you get your nose done. I think that's what it is.
Rhinoplasty is when you get your nose done. Let's see. Yeah, I'm saying, I think it's only fair that we ask Google. Let's see. I think it's only fair that we ask Google. Where is that? Let's see, Google. Hey, Google, what is rhinoplasty?
Rhinoplasty, also known as a nose job, is a surgery that reshapes the nose. It can improve its appearance or breathing by altering the bridge, tip, or nostrils. It can also correct birth defects, injuries, or structural issues. And the final results can take up to a year. For medical advice or a diagnosis...
Okay, thank you, Google. Listen, rhinoplasty is dealing with the nose.
Mm-hmm.
So that's getting your nose job.
Same thing that Michael Jackson had. No pun intended.
Rhinoplasty. Okay, they can come up with better names than this, man. They just be making stuff up. It just don't even make no sense. What does rhino have to do with nostrils? Nose. They come up with better names than this.
Well,
rhinoplasty.
You right on that, but when you come on, rhinoceros, the horn, the nose, that's the nose. I know that argument is kind of weak right there, but could you at least see the glimmer like in that tunnel?
I feel you. Okay, rhinoplasty. Let's get back to the video.
My talks, you guys. If Michael started to tell me no, I wouldn't be with him. It would be the end of the relationship for sure.
So she's like my real live doll now.
So we realized we were attracted to each other after we went out on a date and hooked up with each other.
I was doing a photography set with Leslie within 5 minutes, and it just felt so natural. It was like she wanted to be photographed, I wanted to photograph her, and it was just like it was a kind of a match made in heaven.
We became an official couple after Michael agreed to pay for my implants.
We funded about two.
Right there. This is the second or third time that she done said this, and I can't sit still about it no more. No. Okay. I do not care how two people come together.
Right.
You two people come together, you come together for a relationship, you come together for love.
Love. Love.
Out of her own mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Out of her own mouth. Just now. She is halfway out of this relationship already. Because if you sitting here telling whoever you telling that you wouldn't be with this man if he wasn't paying for your surgeries, what does that tell you? I gotta keep it PG, I gotta keep it PC, and I gotta keep it PG-13 up in here. But y'all know exactly what I'm trying to say on this one.
Yeah. I can't even front, man. I can't even imagine someone saying that to me. I can't even imagine anybody saying that to me. And I'm not saying that I'm just heck of a guy, that I'm so dope that I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that I would be out of there so quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you put me down like that. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why I'm with you, because this is exactly what she's saying. The only reason why I'm with you is because of what you're doing for me.
Exactly.
That's it. So if you were to ever stop doing what you were doing for me, then I'd be gone.
Yeah, no. You know that, like I said, that's just crazy.
Just think about it. If you were, you're a woman and you make some very nice meals for your man. Your man, he loves the meals that you make, and he just one day after eating your chitlins, your cabbage and your corn on the cob, and he say, listen,
that was a heck of a meal you made, Mabel. Listen.
If you ever stop making the meals like that, I'm out. I'm gone.
You know what I'm saying? It just like, I don't know. It just sounds stupid.
Yeah, it sounds selfish.
Yeah.
It sounds selfish. I mean, seriously. I mean, at this point, you know what? Put the brakes on this real quick. Let me just go ahead and say it now and go ahead and get it up out the way. J. Michael, do yourself a favor, bruh. Do yourself a favor before it gets more than out of control than what it is now. Take your credit card, your checkbook, your cash, your investments, your dividends, whatever, anything that generates income, and lock it up from her and yourself.
Wow. Y'all heard what Brother Jason said. Let's get back to the video. I can't even comment after that. Let's get back to the video.
2,000 Leslie procedures. We've been together for 5 years and stuck it since we met.
My first impression of Mike was that he's rich and he was great for a sugar daddy.
Oh, I thought Leslie was very
Point
brave.
proven.
She had a lot of
Point
bravado,
proven.
and for a young girl, she seemed to handle herself very well, you know, and she was well spoken, and I found very intelligent actually, you know. There's been a few times with the anesthesia that they've had a, difficult time waking her up, so, it's pretty spooky sitting in the waiting room.
I've almost died 3 times, but it's not enough to stop me. I've been making spicy content.
Now. Hold on, family. Hold on. Did y'all hear what she said? This is how you know that you're insane. This is how you know that you've lost all touch with reality. You almost died 3 times, and she said, that will not stop me.
Common sense ain't too common these days.
Anybody who said, sometimes we say some dumb things, but how do you go and say that?
You know what? I almost died 3 times, but that ain't gonna stop me.
Man, all it's gonna take is one time. It's gonna take one time to stop you. That's it. Maybe you getting a warning. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The calm before the storm. Maybe you're getting a warning that okay, your body has had enough, and this is it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, coupled with that, to piggyback off that, just looking at what this video is seeing, Miss Lux, what more do you want?
Yeah.
What more do you want? I mean, just looking at this video, I see nothing else that you can improve on.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Brother Jason, but listen, man, people who are addicted, they'll find something.
And that's another thing that's actually going to be kind of a money pit. You've made all these augmentations to your body, this, that, and the third. You're what, 26, 27 years old? This, that, and the third. Okay, how long is that actually going to last you? How long is that going to last before your body starts to, what's the word? I don't want to say degenerate. No, that's not the word I want to use.
Before it starts breaking down.
Thank you, breaking down or whatever. This, that, whatever. That means you got to spend more money. You got to spend more money in order to combat what nature is actually trying to do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, don't get me wrong. I am not family, friends, YouTube, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. I am not knocking plastic surgery for what it is, for correctiveness or whatever. Some people even use it to feel better about yourself or what have you, to correct something. Okay, if that's what you need to do, okay, cool. But know when what's the word? When enough is enough.
Yeah, I agree.
And then if you go under the knife to have anything on your body to augment it or whatever to make you feel better about yourself, make sure that you do it in all one fell swoop, not multiple surgeries here, there, and everywhere, this, that, whatever. If you actually want to get your butt done, if you want to get your top done and the nose, do it all in one fell swoop. I mean, you spending more money than what you have to. You see what I'm saying?
Well, and then we'll get back to the video. I guess my question would be, because I don't know, I've never had any, surgeries like that done, but don't people specialize in certain areas? Like you got your butt doctor, you got your breast doctor, and then you got your nose doctor.
Yeah.
They don't all do the same thing, do they?
Now there are some plastic surgeons out there who do specialize in everything, and you're right. There are some people that do breast augmentation, butt implants, this, that, whatever. Dr. Miami down in Miami does the whole BBL thing.
Oh.
You know, blah 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 blah.
That's too much, man. It's it's too much.
I mean, you know, get them. You know, I mean, if you are going under the knife for any type of augmentation to help yourself, to help you feel better about yourself, to raise your confidence, this, that, and the third, blah blah blah, to improve your look, you know, go ahead and do it all in one fell swoop. If you want 3 or 4 things done, talk to 3 or 4 doctors and get them in there at one time. Because when you start doing multiple procedures, this, that, whatever, your recovery time is longer, and then come 35, 40, 45 years old, your body starts to break down. You're gonna need to maintain that. If you don't maintain that, you know, and I'm not looking at it by looks, but how's that going? With your body breaking down and everything, and with all that plastic inside of you, what is that going to do to your health?
All right, let's get back to the video.
For 8 months now. My fans like it. They want me to be more extreme. When I first started making spicy content, it was like 15 to 30,000 a month. And now I'm at like 70,000 to 100,000 on a good month.
Yes, I get involved with Leslie's spicy content by doing all the videography and the photos and everything we do, setting up the scenes and going to locations and consulting with her about her outfits.
My fans try to basically pay for my surgeries, but I don't actually put their money to surgeries because Mike already pays for that. So thank you guys for buying me all my bags.
So not only is she doing
my
that, but
first
she also
surgery was
people too.
financed by a very nice guy at the gym
I agree.
who gave me $30,000 to do my boobs.
Leslie and I have an open communication line about finances, and so we talk it out, and she tells me everything that she needs to tell me, so we've got a clear understanding about where it's all coming from and going to.
I just want to say that I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Michael. He takes all my videos and he takes all my content. I don't post Michael because he's just like my privacy, and like I've had fans threaten him before for no reason. And the other thing is like there's a lot of wannabe gold diggers, so.
Yeah, I want to stop that real quick. I'm not going to go into anything and nothing too harsh or anything like that. But just a little, I just want to be transparent, right? I love my wife too much to even do anything like that. I mean, I'm just being honest. I love her way too much to not. I mean, to just put her out there like that.
I think the word you're looking for is exploit.
Yeah, exploit. Yeah, I guess, man. But like I said, I don't want to go too much into it. But I'm just saying, I've said a couple of videos ago. I think that the word love is just tossed around like a softball, like a football, and however you wish to use it, you just use it. And when that word love used to actually mean something. And again, for me, I don't want any. I'm not the kind of guy that is interested in sharing anything. I'm just not interested in that. So when you're talking about,
my wife told me, well, Liz, I can make $70,000 shooting content or whatever have you.
Well, we just won't have that 70,000. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And some people may say, well, Lord, you're being selfish. That's your wife. It's her body. Do whatever you want to do. I'll say what I said many, many years ago. What's hers is ours. Mm-hmm. And what's mine is ours. There is no, once we took that walk down the aisle, that's it. That's, all of this mine's and yours and stuff like that, that's done. That was done. And if you felt like at any point that, this is mine, that's your, if you felt like that, then you should have let me know before we took the walk down the aisle, because my stance, I'm clear. I'm definitely clear. I don't believe in sharing at all. So I'm not going to even make a suggestion to putting things on the internet and having guys take pictures and stuff like that. It's just foolish, man. I mean, it really is. Well, I mean, women, I'm going to say this, then we're going to get back to the video. I'm going to say this, and a lot of guys not going to like it, but I don't care. When are y'all going to get tired of being exploited? When are y'all going to get tired of being used? And I know she's getting something out of it, but again, you always talk about women empowerment. Do you know who's actually being empowered in this? The dude. The dude is actually, you know what I'm saying? He got money. Well, apparently got that. But he's actually just being empowering. Getting you to do things that, I don't know if that's what
I'm not sure who that woman was at the beginning of the video, but
she's getting ready to come on.
I think the word that she used was pretty correct. Enabler.
I just don't. I'm just like, and sometimes when I just see stuff going on, you guys, women, think that you're winning. You really do. You think that you're winning when, you know, man, I got so many stories to tell in regards to that, but I'm just trying my best not to. I'm just trying my best to keep the video.
Yeah, let's go on with the video, because this subject right here can this subject right here can go left, right, up, down, reverse, and through another dimension. Seriously, and it's a whole lengthy conversation that we can have for another podcast.
Yeah, it's just amazing to me at what you consider winning. This is not winning, but anyway, let's continue.
Stay away from him. Most of my fans think that I'm not with Michael.
No, in a way, anonymity is my thing, you know, the man behind the scenes. In some ways, I would like Leslie to share me online because we worked hard to get to where we're at. Wherever we go, people stare at us or stare at her. So
she don't even share the man online. He done spent $200,000 on her surgery. Come on, man.
Wealth from it.
They're not even Facebook official.
My family was originally like weirded out, but they know I like older men because they have money. My friends think that Michael is forcing me to be with him by paying for my procedures. They think Michael brides me to keep me around. So today, Sarah's coming over because she's concerned about Michael. So it's just kind of exciting to see how she feels and where things are at.
I'm Sarah. I did know Leslie before she was with Michael. Well, I just don't like how he spoils her, you know, gives her everything that, like, really she doesn't need because she is beautiful naturally. I don't like the fact that Michael agrees to fund all of Leslie's surgeries.
Oh my God, come in. Hi.
Hey.
How you been?
Good, how are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Hiya.
So what was people's initial reaction?
Real quick, why didn't she hug Michael?
That's what I want to know too. And also, is it just me? I mean, I know we've only seen bits and pieces, but apartment don't look lived in at all.
Yeah, I mean, it looks kind of small for $1 million.
Exactly.
For a millionaire. But my question is, she hugged Michael. She came in, she hugged the lady, and then she walked by Michael like he was a piece of the furniture. So, but maybe they'll explain. Let's continue. I don't know. We'll see. Hold on.
See you guys hooking up.
I think people are like nosy and just wonder why Michael and I are together. So they're just judging because of the age difference and plastic surgery. So did you have any concerns when Michael and I got together?
Yes, definitely.
Like, what were some?
Well, of course, like, he's not like normally what I'm used to you dating. I don't like the whole idea of all the plastic surgery.
That's why she didn't hug Michael. That's her friend.
Such a beautiful person, actually. So him kind of helping her do that, it irritates me because I love her, you know, for who she really is underneath everything.
Oh, Sarah, do you think that over the last half a decade of seeing Leslie and I together every day, all day, that in some way, shape, or form I'm taking advantage of her?
Well,
yes.
It's a very unique relationship, I have to say, like that I've gotten to know because in the beginning, I was obviously, you know, judgmental.
Let me stop it right there just real quick. See, this is the type of friends I don't need. I don't need friends to tap dance around and stuff, but lol, just tell me. Just tell me. Tell me what I need to know so that I can make the situation better in the best possible way. He asking her a direct question that requires really a yes or no answer. And she just tapping, dancing around.
Yeah, she tap dancing around.
Michael, I think that such and such. No, just tell me what I need to know.
I mean, true enough, but me personally, I'm the type of person that if I'm going to tell you something that you need to know, I'm going to try to find the best way that I can actually tell it to you with tact, decency, and respect. I'm not just going to blurt something out to you to where it'll sound off-putting. You see what I'm saying?
Brother, if you ask me a yes or no question, I don't think it's disrespectful to tell you yes or no. I don't think it's disrespectful. If you say, "Well, Lo, I'm getting ready to rob this bank," do you think I should? No, I don't think you should do that. No, brother, I'm getting ready to get this surgery. I almost died 2 times. And I'm getting ready to go back under the knife again. Do you think I should? I don't think it's disrespectful to say, "No, bro, I don't think you should do that." But I sit there, well, Jason, listen, I think that, what's probably best is that, no, this is again, if you that type of person, then that's fine. But I'm saying for me, I try not to have that in my life. I want someone that's going to be there for me, that's going to be direct.
True enough.
When the train is coming down the track, there is no time for someone to sit up there and tap dance around an answer. I need you to say, "Lo, you need to get your butt off the track."
True enough, but I guess the reason why I do that, or not why I do that, but yeah, why and how I do that actually depends on the subject matter. If like you using the example, should I rob the bank or whatever, and you direct yes or no, okay, cool. But if it's something that's gonna, shatter somebody's psyche, family, relationship, something like that, you gotta be a little. Me personally, I think you gotta be a little bit more tactful. You know what I mean?
I can understand.
Okay,
I can understand. I'm not saying that I can't understand. I'm just saying. Apparently, this lady has an opportunity to say what she feel, and I just like, ma'am, sometimes this may be your only chance to say what you feel. Especially that's her friend. You think about it. She said, "I almost died 3 times." And the reason why I almost died 3 times is because of this dude that's sitting right next to me is enabling me. I would not have the means to do this. He is the one that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you can't just sit there and like, girl, I just think that no. So again, but I do understand what you're saying. And Brother Jason, that's something that I am working on as far as being more, my presentation being a whole lot better. And so I appreciate you.
Well, like I said, there are times and situations where people need to be direct and blunt. Yes, I am not knocking that at all. If a situation if a situation comes up to where somebody needs to be yes, no, blunt, this, that, whatever, okay, cool. But there are certain subjects where I'm not saying tap dance around the answer. I'm saying find another tactful, respectful, dignified way of saying that. Yeah. Because of the fact that if I just answer blatantly yes or no, then I got 50 million questions that you want to follow up with that.
And then I could probably maybe make that tactful. But if you ask me a yes or no question, I'm going to do my best to give you the yes or no. I'm going to do my best.
Perfect. Good.
Let's get back to the video. It's getting delicious.
Against plastic surgery, because I knew you before it, then it...
Oh, I see it. In a way, I'm an enabler for her.
Enabler! That's exactly
right.
what you're doing.
See, right.
That's why I say is just helping her really appreciate who she naturally is, that, she doesn't need to become somebody else.
That's tough. Oops, from your position, I see that, right?
Yeah, because, I knew her before anything, and I knew that she was perfect before any of it. Perfect. There shouldn't be any enabling obsessive behavior. Do you think that you're enabling her?
Well, if enabling someone to reach their goals is a bad thing, then I'm not sure. I think I'm, helping her, I'm catapulting her. I just see it as this huge.
Oh yeah, that's a new one for catapulting
her into success.
Oh, the thing that I have the problem with the most is that, she can't ever just have girl time by herself. I feel it's healthy for her to leave and come back and...
Family, I'm not even going to get on the screen for this one, but let me ask you a question. Just me thinking, if she never wanted any of this stuff, would he be there? You know what I'm saying? If she never wanted any of this, the breast augmentation, the blunt, whatever, I don't know what all she got, the rhinoplasty, all of this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying that because it sounds like to me he's more addicted than she is. You know what I'm saying? He's addicted to seeing her like that. To me, this is the truest definition of what we call a trophy wife. This is someone who has been manufactured to play a part, look a part, be a part, all for the sake of the man, looking good in the end. I don't know that, but again, that's just a thought that I have. I don't think that he'd probably be depressed if she stopped doing what she's doing.
I mean, even with that being said, I still ask the question, just looking at the video and what they have actually done so far. Ma'am, what more do you want?
Yeah. Let's continue. She might get some more. Let's see.
That's the thing that I feel like you hold over her head is with the surgeries and the control over it, where she gets, just support her, like as far as her womanness and her girlness goes.
Being able to spend your relationship together, to work together, to play together, to do cooking and having fun together, it is a certain type of luxury that most people can't attain ever in their life. So, I cherish it, and if everyone could do it, they probably would.
Not sure what the future holds for me or us, but I'm happy wherever it takes me. I'm getting bigger breasts and bigger everything, so.
She is definitely my muse and an inspiration. Other than that, I could go, a list of 100 million things why it works. I plan on funding her surgeries until the list is checked off. We just haven't determined how that list looks yet, whether there's a few items on it or it's infinite.
I love a lot of things about Michael, but the most is he's super positive. I think this relationship works because we're both financially stable, but he still takes care of me. And I think that's the way it should be. To the people who judge us, I hope that you just find peace.
First of all, both of these two have each other over a barrel. He controls the money for her surgeries. But she controls the relationship that if he were to stop, she's no more.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you call it? A symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
Like that. Like I said, that's not good. That's not good. That's a symbiotic relationship of this caliber of what they've actually done is not good at all. Because as soon as he said no, she done said this herself. As soon as she say enough is not, I don't want no more, that throws him out of the loop. He ain't got no more. So again, both of them have them each other over a barrel. I mean, it's just I got a feeling that if and when this relationship goes south, it's going to crash and burn hard.
I wish everybody well in their relationships. Whatever it is that whoever it is that you love or whatever have you, I wish you the best. But this is a bit much because again, you look at it and everything is based upon what you can do for me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. With him, it's like, I need you to do this content. I need you to get bigger this and bigger that. And with her is, I need for you to finance my surgeries. And again, I don't know how long that lasts. I really don't. I don't know. For me, that's just a bit much. That's all.
It is. I'm not wishing bad on their relationship. I'm not. But the dynamic that they have actually built is a dynamic that is built on It is built on something that can easily be taken away, with a drop of it, at the drop of a dime, and that's actually money.
Yeah,
it's actually money.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like I said, it's sad that this is like this, and we'll go ahead and we'll end this video right there. As far as the video portion of it goes, I think you guys have seen enough of the video to get an understanding of exactly what's going on, and how things play out. Now, again, could this be a relationship that lasts 60 years? It could. Well, I don't know how old he was. I don't know. But, could it be a relationship that goes the distance? It could be. It could be. Brother Jason says, no, this is not a relationship that's going to go the distance.
This is, as a matter of fact, I will even put this stamp. I will even put this stamp on it. This is a transactionship.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
not a relationship. That is a transaction ship. He's well off. They've been together 5-10 years now, whatever the case may be. He's well off because of what she has provided.
Yeah,
and she is well off because of what he has provided to her.
Gotcha.
This is a transaction ship. Now, if there's a little bit of spark there, a little bit of quote unquote love, or what's the word? Love or sexual attraction there, this, that, and the third. Again, that right there is actually built on that transaction.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm not, whatever, your relationship is what it is. But for me, I am a traditionalist in the most natural sense of the word. And I don't knock it. If whatever you want to do, that's what you want to do. But for me, no. If my wife came to me and said,
in-law, les-in-law, I'm thinking about,
I don't even know sizes, women's sizes like that. I'm just being honest. I don't know. But if he's like,
well, I want to go from a A to a B, or from a A to a C, or, whatever it is. I don't know.
Again, I don't know. I would do everything within my power to talk her out of it. I really would. I would do, if she said, well, Lone, I want to get this I seen this DBL surgery, I know this doctor, and I would do everything in my power to talk her out of it. Yeah.
I would possibly do the same thing, but before I actually did that, I would ask another question before I tried to do that. My next question would be, why?
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Why do you want this?
I agree.
Tell me why you want this. Give me a good reason why you want this.
I agree. I guess they say that, men should not question women. When a woman wants it, X, Y, Z, we shouldn't question her. You should just go ahead and pay for the surgery or pay for whatever have you. And I don't necessarily agree with that. Forget necessarily. I don't agree with that. But again, like I said, I think all things like this need to be discussed before you take that trip down the aisle, man. You know what I'm saying? I would like to know that my wife is secure in herself and secure in knowing that, I love her just because, and not, because of the surgeries that she can get, or because of the hips that she got, or the thighs that she got. I just love you just because, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because let me tell you something, family. There's going to be a coming time where things are not going to look the way that they used to. And that's with you, and that's with, your significant other. What do you do then? As brother Holding in the Road talked about that. What do you do then? Do you know what I'm saying? You continue just trying to fight it and having surgeries, or do you just, go on the fact that you're committed? You know what I'm saying? I'm committed to this. My wife, maybe she gained a couple of pounds or whatever. Maybe, she has, what's the stuff that women, not women, I guess not all women, but is it alopecia, where you lose your hair?
Alopecia, yeah.
Yeah. So, you're saying you have some, you have some hair loss there. What do you do? Do you just walk away? Do you run away? What do you do? For me, again, it's about being committed. This is what I said I was going to do, and I'm here for the duration. Mm-hmm. And so that for me, again, y'all may say, well, Lil, you just being a traditionalist. Yes, you're exactly right. I am being a traditionalist. And I think that if we get back to traditional, values and views, I think things would be a lot better. People like be progressing. What are we progressing to? That's what we progressing to. I'm good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm good. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Jason. And you know, you could feel the way that you want to feel, but I'm not gonna lie to you. That don't look good to me. I'm just saying, if I walk in the club, right, and I see that, I see it more as like a circus act. Mm-hmm. That's what I see. I see it more like, you know, oh, look at the bears juggling or something like that. That's sorry. I don't look at it like, yeah, I don't look at it like, man, that's my dream woman right there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Honestly, me personally, I'm kind of on the fence about that. When it comes to, does it look good on one hand? It does. On the other hand, it just looks fake.
Yeah.
It's just like,
and I know it's a matter of preference. It's a matter of preference.
Answer that, because like I said, on one side it does look good, but you know that's my young mind talking. But then on the other side, it's like, I mean, it's just fake.
You know what I'm saying, man? You got, and we'll go ahead and get ready to wrap this video up. But just think, man, you gotta bring her home to meet mama. You know what I'm saying? And before, yeah, mama. But now, y'all mama. I can't speak for y'all mama, but I'm gonna tell you about Edna. Edna is my mother. Oh, me and her gonna have many a conversation. And I'm gonna be honest with you. My mother, she would not approve of that at all.
me, with my mama, retired sergeant major. That's all I'm putting.
Mm-hmm.
Retired. She's no longer with us, but retired sergeant major. If I were to bring that through the door, retired sergeant major gonna do one of two things. Take that out of here. Take that out of here. Or she is going to find the sharpest thing with a point and get rid of all of it.
Nah, you know, I ain't getting into that. But
exactly.
I know my mama. I can see my mama.
Look at it and go, be real.
My mama, y'all. Now my daddy wouldn't say much. He wouldn't say anything, just sit off in the corner and just chill. But my mother would not bite her tongue at all. And she would not be happy until the day that girl is gone. You know what I'm saying? No. Yeah, she would not be happy until the day that girl is gone. And you know, as a dad, what if Tevin brought somebody home like that? What if I'm more I don't know, my family. I don't know. I hate to even think.
You see how you conflicted now.
No, man, if Tevin brought somebody around the corner and I see they front before they even get there, you know what I'm saying? That's when you know you too big. When
as a matter of fact, I'm glad you said that, because I remember when I was in high school. When I was in high school, I'm not gonna call any names. I'm not gonna call nobody names.
Thank you.
But I went to a school with a female who was very, very, very well endowed up top.
Okay.
And I was a part of a group called the Misfits or whatever. And one dude literally told her, and I can't say what he said, verbatim, because they used some choice words. I'm trying to keep this PG-13. He said, "Yo, got here before you did."
Yeah. See,
saw them before I saw your face.
Yeah. Now I'm not advocating.
They came around the corner before you did.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ever advocate for us belittling anyone, in that regard. So, I'm not gonna do that. But what I am saying is that, as a dad, I think that, I'd have to pull my son aside. And again, I'm not talking about someone who's naturally. If you do like that naturally, then That's what God gave you.
Yeah.
And that's the hand you have to play with.
Like I said, that's something that you can't help. The only thing you can do at that point is go for reduction.
That's it, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you just have to play with the hand that God gave you. But again, you know, for him to come home and she got all, you know, I'm not familiar with women's sizes, but you know, she triple Z, you know, and you know, I don't know if that's a size or not.
No idea.
I'm just trying to think.
If I were to bring out my young man's brain, the only thing that I could actually imagine something like that is something maybe twice as big as this tabletop round here.
Yeah,
that's what I can imagine. And even then, when you get something like that, I mean, then again, that's way too much. How you gonna maintain that? How you gonna clean that? How you gonna get to and from wherever you got to go to every day? You know, your people's attention is not going to be on you. It's going to be on that. And then when they start talking about it and commenting about it and then making fun of it, this, that, whatever, then you want to holler, I'm being disrespected, I'm doing this, I'm treated as an object, I'm treated as this. I mean, I hate to say it, but you walk right into that.
You bought it on yourself. Yep. Okay. Well, y'all seen that video. You know, tell us what you guys think in the comments. You know, do you think that, you know, this is a great and awesome relationship where, you know, they're just taking care of each other and meeting the needs of one another, or do you think that, you know, they are basically enabling one another? They are codependent, if you will, on each other, you know, and that's what I believe. I think that that guy would self-destruct if she ever left him, and he knows that, he understands that, and so he's willing to foot any bill that she comes up with. If she had an addiction to sports cars, he'd meet that addiction. You know, it doesn't matter. He is enthralled with her, and no matter what it is, again, he's willing to shell out the money in order to do that. Now, again, you know, if she didn't want any of that, you know, if he met a traditional, nice, down-home young lady, you know, I wonder how he would conduct himself then. You know, would he just not be as interested? Maybe because he's interested in the enhancements, I guess. I don't know, but it is strange. But one question that I did write down, and then we'll go ahead and close out, is what is she doing for him? Out of all that you saw in there, what is she doing for him? This man done spit XYZ. She said if he leaves that she's gone. I just would like to know. And it could be a rhetorical question. I'm cool with that. But what is she doing for him? Or does it even matter? Does he just get the view? Maybe that's what she's doing. He get to wake up every morning and view me.
You know what? I'm gonna leave that question alone because how I want to answer that, it'll get this YouTube channel, this podcast canceled. No, yeah. I'm not doing that. All I will say is, and I'm going to close with this one. With this right here, that is a transaction ship built on a house of playing cards.
Gotcha.
Because with one quick blow from either one of them, done.
Yeah. And you know what's disturbing for me, and I'll go ahead and close this out. What's disturbing for me? She said she almost died 3 times. You know, how many times do you need? You know what I'm saying? How many times do you need? All right. So we appreciate it, guys. If you would like, comment and share this video with your family and friends so that they can see that there's some strange relationships going on out here where people are actually willing and sacrificing and you know just crazy enough to pay for all of these surgeries on other people, even to the detriment of that person themselves. Because think about it now, if you say that you love someone, right? Before we close, if we say that you love someone and they explicitly come out and tell you that I've almost died 3 times from the same thing that you're willing to fund, I'm saying maybe you don't love them as much as you say you do. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe you don't love them as much as you say you do, because if I truly love you, I want you here with me. So I'll leave that right there. Hey, also, if you feel the need to, and we hope that you do feel the need to, please subscribe to the channel, baby. We'd love to have you as a member of the Papa Lowe's Place family. All right? So you guys take care of yourselves and take care of each other. All right? Love you guys. Talk to you later.